please finish Essence sale pages 1 through 52 by next time. I also put an advanced styling question on the main hallway. I'm hoping that one of you can finish it by the end of next semester. This is great. Who did this? Is it just my imagination, or has my class grown considerably? Well, by no stretch of my imagination do I believe you've all come to hear me lecture, but rather to ascertain the identity of the mystery fashion magician. So, without further ado, come forward, silent rogue, and receive thy prize. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint my spectators, but it seems there will be no unmasking here today. However, my colleagues and I have put a new problem up on the hallway, which has taken us over 2 years to solve. Hey, what are you doing? Fuck you. That's people's work. Don't you walk away from me. What's your name? Oh my God. Looks right.
This is the fashion school spot, huh? I thought there'd be more guys in fashion classes wearing Adidas, Sambas, and Stussy filming a "What are people wearing" video talking about how much better than they dress than the people in Panda Dunks and Fear of God Essentials.
What class did you say that was?
Fashion.
Yeah, just fashion?
You should check it out. It's a good course.
How'd you like that course?
You know, frankly, I found the class, rather elementary.
I remember that class. It was just between recess and lunch. I was just hoping you might give me some insight into the evolution of the mainstream fashion trend economy. My contention is that prior to the pandemic, the trend-setting modalities, especially through the internet, could most aptly be characterized as influencer pre-capitalist.
Let me tell you something, all right? Of course that's your contention. You've been into fashion 5, 10 years. You just got finished transitioning from Supreme and Yeezys, now to Arc'teryx and Solomons, probably with a pair of AirPod Maxes. You're gonna be convinced of that till next month when you get your first pair of Kiko Asics. Then you're gonna be talking about how you always loved the entrepreneurial design language of Kiko since way back. That's gonna last until next year. You're gonna be in here regurgitating the next fashion mood board trend. Talking about, how underrated pre-Louis Vuitton Virgil was and how the golden era of streetwear was the formative years around 2011 when Tyler, the Creator, wore the teal box logo in the She music video.
As a matter of fact, I won't. Because the acumen lacking pretentious sheep that are into designer clothing drastically underestimate the impact of homeless and destitute influence.
The acumen lacking pretentious sheep drastically underestimate the impact of emulating social distinctions predicated upon wealth in fashion, especially inherited wealth. You got that from the 2019 Unlisted Vogue interview on Vimeo, 13 minutes and 20 seconds in, right? Yeah, I watched that too. You gonna plagiarize the whole thing for us? Do you have any thoughts of your own on this matter? Or is that your thing? You listen to some obscure interview and then pretend you pawn it off as your own idea, just to impress people on the internet? See, the sad thing about a guy like you is in 50 years, you're gonna start doing some thinking on your own, and you're gonna come up with the fact that there are two certainties in life. One, don't do that, and two, you dropped 20 grand on a fucking closet you could have got for $1.50 in donation charges at the local thrift store.
Yeah, but I will have a wardrobe. And you'll be sewing my kids' new Nike shoes at a factory in China for 18 hours a day for a daily wage of $3 US.
Yeah, maybe. But at least I won't be unoriginal. Yeah?
Yeah, well, I got Remy. How you like them there of them on?
I turned off the light. So come on now.
Excuse me. I just need the name of a boy who works here. I can't give you his name unless you have a complaint. This is important. Please? Well, he didn't show for work today. Name is Fitzgerald Hunting. Goes by Fitz. Thank you.
I've got a full schedule, and I'm very busy with the full schedule. This boy is incredible. I've never seen anything like him. What makes him so incredible? He spends all his time on the internet, but he has no formal fashion education. He has no access to any real-life fashion work, but he came across a few Instagram pages. And from these simple pages, he was able to extrapolate fashion theories that had baffled stylists for years. His genius is unparalleled. He creates some of the most exciting fashion theory ever done. But he's a bit defensive, and I need someone that can get through to him.
Like me.
Yeah, like you.
Why?
Well, because you have the same kind of background.
What background?
Well, you're from the same parts of the internet.
He browses FA?
Yeah. Boy genius from FA. Just meet with him once a week, please.
Thanks for meeting with this kid, Koi. It's a poker game with this kid. Don't let him know what you got. He can probably ID every piece in your closet.
If he can find him. It's gonna be hard for him to find.
Hey Fitz, come on in. This is Koi McGuire. Fitz Hunting. Yeah, let's do it. I'm pumped. Let's let the healing begin.
How are you? How long have you been browsing FA?
I like what you've done with the place.
Oh, thanks.
Do you buy all these clothes yourself for retail, or do you send away for like a mystery box that comes with all these random pieces included?
Do you like clothes?
Yeah.
Do you like any of these clothes?
I don't know.
What about the ones on the boxes? You know those?
Yeah, I tried those on.
Good for you. What do you think about them?
Hey, I'm not here for a fucking clothes report. They're your clothes. What, don't you wear them?
I did. I wore all of them.
That must have taken you a long time.
Yeah, it did.
The Balenciaga SkinCat XXL sunglasses. Jesus, you want to wear a real pair of sunglasses? Wear the Balenciaga Butterfly Mask sunglasses. Those sunglasses will fucking knock you on your ass.
Better than the new Mason Margiela Gentle Monster collab? What about those? You think those are good sunglasses?
You fucking people baffle me. Spend all your money on these fucking fancy clothes you surround yourselves with, and they're the wrong fucking clothes.
Then what are the right fucking clothes, Fitz?
Hey, whatever blows your hair back. You style that?
Yeah. You style?
Mm-mm.
Do you direct anything creatively?
Nope.
Do you like art? Do you like music?
It's a real piece of shit.
Oh, well, tell me what you really think.
Just the linear and dart heavy mix makes a very muddled composition. It's also got Kiko wannabe ripoff vibes, except you got Balenciaga on the feet there.
Well, it's styling, Lota. Wasn't very good.
That's not really what concerns me, though.
What concerns you?
It's the trajectory.
Is it really? What about that?
I think you're about one step away from moving into avant-garde and buying Rick and CCP.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Think I should move to Europe somewhere and develop a concrete fetish?
You ever heard the saying, any port in a storm?
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe that means you.
In what way?
Well, maybe you're in the middle of a storm. A big fucking storm.
Yeah, maybe.
The sky's falling on your head, the waves are crashing over your little boat, the oars are about to snap, you just piss your pants, you're crying for the harbors, and maybe you do what you gotta do to get out. Yeah, maybe fashion became your only remarkable personality trait.
Bingo. That's it.
Time's up.
Yeah.
So what's this? A taster's choice moment between guys in the park? This is really nice. You got a thing for boys? Is this like a fetish? It's something like maybe we need to devote some time to? I thought about what you said to me the other day about my clothing. Yeah? Stayed up half the night thinking about it. Something occurred to me. I fell into a deep, peaceful sleep, and I haven't thought about you since. You know what occurred to me? No, you're just a kid. You don't have the faintest idea of what you're talking about. Why, thank you. It's all right. You've never been out of your comfort zone. Nope. So if I asked you about clothes, you'd probably give me the skinny on every fashion book ever written. Demna. You know a lot about him. Life's work, political aspirations, early upbringing, sexual orientation. The whole works, right? But I bet you can't tell me what the fabric smells like in the Balenciaga tailor's atelier. You've never actually stood there and hand-sewed a garment stitch by stitch. If I ask you about colors, you'd probably be able to give me a syllabus of your personal favorites. You may even be able to tell me the name of every shade of color in their swatch code. But you can't tell me what it feels like to combine a unique mixture of colors on an outfit and feel truly happy. You stick to tonal, neutral colors, never trying to wear clashing patterns or different materials or cuts. I ask you about what you love, you probably show me all your favorite childhood nostalgic things. But you've never thought about the future and been totally vulnerable. Trying to innovate your outfits towards the future and really create something new, rather than hide in your comfort zone behind some nostalgic graphics in an attempt to wear your personality on the most basic level, by literally displaying it on your clothing. You don't know about real loss, because that only occurs when you love something more than you love yourself. I doubt you've ever dared to love anything that much. I look at you, I don't see an intelligent, confident man. I see a cocky, scared shitless kid who cosplays subcultures he wishes he could be a part of, hiding behind his oversized clothing, drowning his deep internal body dysmorphia, claiming irony with all his fits because he's too afraid to actually seriously try making something good in any part of fashion. But you're a genius, Fitz. No one denies that. No one could possibly understand the depths of you. But you presume to know everything about me because you saw a piece of clothing of mine and ripped my fucking life apart. You're into a niche subset of fashion brands that are hyped within a small subculture, right? Do you think I'd know the first thing about how hard your life has been, how you feel, who you are, because your whole style is buying a few recognizable pieces per season, posting a fit pic, and not tagging the brands? Does that encapsulate you? Personally, I don't give a shit about that, because you know what? I can't learn anything from your personal, individual style I can't find on any other Instagram fit pic page. Unless you want to talk about you, who you are, And I'm fascinated. I'm in. But you don't want to do that, do you, sport? You're terrified of what you might say. Your move, Chief.
What happened with the package of clothes I sent you? Oh, I couldn't wear any of them. None of them fit the way I wanted them to. They were all terrible pieces, so I gave them to my friends. With your own money, you can do whatever you like, Fitz. But when I set up a sponsored package with my brand partners and you don't even post one picture in them, it reflects poorly on me. Alright, well then don't set up any more brand deals. Well, I won't. I'll cancel them. I'll give you any clothes you want myself. I just wanted you to see what was out there. Look, maybe I don't want to spend the rest of my fucking life sitting around in front of a camera, smiling and lying through my teeth, pretending to be excited about some dog shit clothes to impressionable young audiences, just to make a quick buck. I think you could show me some appreciation. A little appreciation? Do you know how shit the clothes I got sent are? Do you have any fucking idea how bad they are? They were a fucking joke. And I'm sorry you can't see that. I really am, because I wouldn't have to fucking sit here and watch you fumble around and fuck it up. Then you'd have more time to sit around and browse the internet shopping for new clothes instead, wouldn't you? You're right. This is probably a total waste of my time. You're right, Fitz. I can't style these clothes, but you can. And when it comes to that, it's just a handful of people in the world who can tell the difference between you and me. But I'm one of them. Sorry. Yeah, so am I. Most days I wish I'd never met you. Because then I could sleep at night and I wouldn't have to walk around with the knowledge that there's someone like you out there. And I didn't have to watch you throw it all away. You feel like you're alone, Fitz? What? Do you have a grail piece? Define that. Something that challenges you. I have my Balenciaga Sporty Bee baggy sweatpants. You know, those sweatpants are nice, they're comfortable, and go with almost anything. I'm talking about something that opens up things for you. Touches your soul. I got... What? I got plenty. Well, name them. Vetements Ratatouille shirt, Easy Season 3 jacket. It's great. They're all oversized. Not to me, they're not. Yeah, but you haven't worn skinny jeans in years. And you forgot what wearing bright colors feels like, Fitz. You'll never have a versatile kind of style in a world where you're always afraid to take the first step because all you see is every negative thing 10 miles down the road. What? Fuck a versatile style. You're gonna take the professor's side on this? Don't give me a line of shit. No, look, I didn't want the clothes. It's not about the clothes. I don't care what your style is or what clothes you wear. But you can do anything you want. You are bound by nothing. What are you passionate about? What do you want? I mean, there are guys with real style who follow fashion their entire lives but can't afford it. Thrifting every day, buying cheaper alternatives, hoping to find their grail, just so that kids like you have a chance at stealing their entire style, acting all pretentious by buying brand new, pre-distressed and faded clothes for $1,000 a piece. I didn't ask for this. No, you were born with it, so don't cop out behind "I didn't ask for this." What do you mean cop out? I mean, what's wrong with spending money on clothes? Nothing. There's nothing wrong. That's somebody's dream I'm supporting. Right. My dad made clothes, okay? Busted his ass so I could have clothes on my back. Exactly. That's an honorable profession. What's wrong with wearing expensive versions of clothes poorer people might wear? Those people will feel more stylish and accepted in society because of me. It's a celebration and recognition of their natural ability to be stylish, and me taking inspiration from their style is a sign of respect and admiration. There's honor in that. Yeah, there is, Fitz. There is honor in that, and there's honor in, taking that 40-minute train ride to the thrift store in the morning and buying up all the clothes that actual poor people need so that you can resell them to kids who go to fashion school and make a quick buck. That's real work. That's right. Right. And that's honorable. I'm sure that's why you purchase your clothes. I mean, for the honor of it. I just have a little question here. You could buy a faded black pair of sweatpants anywhere. Why did you decide to purchase them from one of the most hyped brands in the whole fucking world? And why did you sneak around at night and finish other people's fashion questions that only 1 or 2 people in the world could do and then lie about it? Because I don't see a lot of honor in that, Fitz. So what do you really want to do? I want to be a shepherd. Really? I want to move up to Nashua, Get a nice little spread, get some sheep, and tend to them. Maybe you should go do that. What? You're chucking me? Yeah, get the fuck out. No. Time's not up yet. Yeah, it is. I'm not leaving. No. Listen, you're not gonna answer my questions. You're wasting my fucking time. What? I thought we were friends. What do you mean? Playtime's over, okay? Well, why are you kicking me out, Coy? I mean, what? What, you're lecturing me on life? Look at you fucking burnout. What line's your clock? Working with Where's your big fashion ideas? You want to talk about trying? Why don't you try? I did. That's right, you fucking did. You tried once and you just cash in your chips and walk away? Hey, at least I played a hand. Oh, you played a hand and you lost. You lost a big fucking hand, and some people lose a big hand like that and have the sack to ante up again. Look at me. What do you want to do? You and your bullshit. You got a bullshit answer for everybody. But I ask you a very simple question and you can't give me a straight answer. Because you don't know. Fuck you. See ya, Bo Peep.
Look, you're my best friend, so don't take this the wrong way. In 20 years, if you're still living here, coming over to my house, wearing oversized Balenciaga, still talking about recent pickup, I'll fucking kill you. That's not a threat, that's a fact. I'll fucking kill you. Hanging around here is a fucking waste of your time.
What the fuck are you talking about? You don't know that.
Oh, I don't know that? Let me tell you what I do know. Every day I come by your house and I pick you up and we go out, we go window shopping, have a few laughs, and it's great. But you know what the best part of my day is? It's about 10 seconds from when I pull up to the curb to when I get to your door, because I think maybe I'll get up there and I'll knock on your door and you won't be there. No goodbye, no see you later, no nothing. Just left. I don't know much, but I know that. Fitz! Fitz! He's not there.
If the professor calls about some high fashion, just tell him sorry. I had to go see about some lowly clothes. Fitz.
Son of a bitch, he stole my line.